providing there's only the guest plus 3, I get them in. You understand me? I don't leave them in a green room with some water and some crisps watching Pointless. No, I get them in properly. So I need a proper the biggest hallelujah and series of welcomes as possible for my next guest and his lovely family, please. It's Kreshnik Qato. Correct pronunciation. Let's hear it. Can I have the hallelujah again? Let me have the hallelujah again. That's more like it. Chris, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you,
Chris, you introduce me to your family. You tell me who they are.
She's my wife, Anila.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
My daughter, and Nicholas, little boy.
And he's with the new belt.
Yeah, it's coming, Nick Jr.
And Nick Jr. and that's the belt you won on
last Saturday.
Which was a hardest fight. I mean, you tell me.
Steve, please, before go on, please let me thank all my supporters, and especially Spencer Ferron, Hard Knock Boxing, and my trainer, Nicolas Rifat from France. To be honestly, fight is very strong and very hard. I've been training hard 4 weeks in training camp in France for that fight.
Wow.
And I focus on this training to be 100% on this fight. And done well. 100%.
You did well.
Did well.
Now, also with regard to this fight, is that I need to say, if you've never seen Kres fight, okay, you've missed out, because his name is the Albanian Eagle. And if you think there's just a few Albanians pop along, you're wrong. The atmosphere, I mean, I haven't seen you fight for a couple of years, but you still get the same guys with the flags, with the screaming, the singing.
It's fantastic. Always when I fight, this I'm saying from the beginning, I want to thank all my supporters, because always I fight, always coming like more than 300, 400, which is not bad for me. It looks like 1,000.
Yeah, it sounds like 1,000.
It makes me like a second house, and it's perfect. It's fantastic. It's like to fight home.
Now, when you've been home since you, how long have you been in Britain? How many years?
More than 10 years.
Okay, but you've been back to Albania, haven't you? Sure. And you're treated very well there, aren't you, when you go back?
Yes.
I mean, don't blush. Tell me how well you're treated. Don't be...
To be honestly, when I go there, look, I'm famous because it's only professional there, and we've done a couple of shows there as well. Yeah. And we're planning to do another show as well, but just for thinking, little surprise. But when I go there, just people asking, "God, autograph, photo," is good. But you know, sometimes I don't want the things. I like
want to get on with the boxing.
Exactly, yeah.
You like to be anonymous.
Exactly. But you know, as now, which I'm spoke with Spencer Ferron to do another show as well, but I'm thinking little surprise for next one, because it's going to be bigger one.
What, out in Albania or here?
No, in here. In here.
Okay, but what, the English title or bigger?
Well, if coming for English title, if the guy want to defend, I mean to rematch the title.
Yeah, that's Matt. Yeah.
It's no problem. But if you go for another title, my dream is to go for British title. Yeah. But we see now.
And you can fight for British title, can't you? You're eligible. Can I ask your wife? Do you watch your husband fight? Do you go to his fights?
Yes, I go in anywhere. So every time he fights, I will be there.
Okay. One of the ringside with all of the other Albanians, because it's a great atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And you know, I'm sorry, but you know, sometimes my trainer, he stay all times with me, and you ask him what's wrong with him. When I go in the ring, and when I sit in there, I was asking, "Where's my wife?" Honestly, you know, she's not boxing, but think what you believe to her. Yeah. Because
actually,
always,
I know some of the boxing. I'm the general secretary for the Albanian Boxing Federation.
Yeah, so you know
yes, I'm in boxing.
All families.
Because you boxed a lot of times with Choi, because you have all the Choi's people making loads of noise, wearing those bear heads and stuff.
Fantastic. This thanks Spencer Ferron, because he bring Albanian community, Mongolian community as well. You know, he mixed it up. He's making good. Very
only
good.
Spencer Ferron could have a battle plan to be the promotional guru that includes getting all of the Mongolians and all of the Albanians in London to buy all of the tickets, and he does it. And listen, Chris, stay there with your lovely family. Just want to speak to understand a bit of what goes on with Tony Pace. Because when you first came over here, looking at your early fights, 2001 onwards, you were matched. Well, above your head a lot, and you still sometimes won. They were hard fights, weren't they, at the start of your career?
You know, everything for beginning is hard, but you know, people who don't know you put on the wrong way. But now I'm lucky because I've got good people behind me, and you look after me. But anyway, from beginning always is hard. But to be honest, here in this country, first time when I've done first fight, I thought gonna have a lot of support, but it's only my wife, and I said, where's other people?
Yeah, some of the early fights, it was literally just you there before he became the Albanian Eagle. It was just you at ringside.
Yeah.
Always, and after 3, 4 fights, 6 first fight was hard for me.
Yeah.
And after that, find the good people, and they look after me, and this is more important.
And you get to the stage where you are now. Do
now,
you think, you're 33 now, Kres, yeah?
33,
do you think at 33, you know, after whatever it is, you know, 20-odd fights, or 28, 30, 36 fights, do you think after that many fights, and even at 33, do you still consider yourself fresh?
Of course,
so that, you know, young in a way, you know?
On my experience, it's just up here, because I know a lot of boxers, good ages and big ages. I think it's up here on your mind, because if you do training properly, and you're not drinking, not smoking, and not going out, you need to be something focused, or is to be strict, and there is the rules, you know, for sports. But I'm do this thing, and it's not points now to say I'm older or you do this. 2 or 3 years is much easy for me. It's no problem. Because
quite simply, you're living the life now.
Yeah, you know, because you're doing training regular. It's not. I'm not stopping. I'm not going out. I'm not saying when I fight I'm going to train. No, normal, regular, always.
And surrounded by your family.
Yeah, that is more important for me, because I have good family, good friends, especially my family look after me all the time.
And Spencer looks after you?
Of course. Spencer is the first man who put me on this thing. And because now he said going to put for English title. Next one is going to be a bigger one. We'll see, but we'll leave for surprise, because we're getting some words to say, but it's better to say Spencer Farrell.
Well, listen, we know there'll be something coming up in September, something coming up.
Yeah, exactly. But it's better Spencer Farrell to say, because he's the man who's doing the things. It's not good for me to say. But thanks to God, I'm on this thing now, and I'm very good. I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard. Whatever come, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to take it.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you all in, all of the lovely family, with the belt, with the smiles, with the good stories. Kreshnik Qato and his lovely family. Brilliant. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, too.
Make yourself nice and comfortable on that sofa. I'd like to tell you there'd be some food coming. There's not. We don't get any food here. I eat it all. Now, it's been a lively show. It's been, I think it's been a fairly entertaining show. It's great to have people like Kres in, you know, guys that you've seen, and they've just got better and better, and they've had some hardships. And speaking to Tony Pace, of course, always great to talk to good fighters like we did at the top. Great to see Stephen Smith in.